Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. Alright, we're looking at a Whirlpool top-load washer, also known as the VMW washer, and the complaint is it is just dead, no lights, no start or anything. First, we're going to always verify the complaint. Try and start it up here, and nothing's happening. We'll try real quick, maybe we can put it into the diagnostic mode, which is left, right, 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 left, right. Still nothing. Doesn't appear to be in a cancel drain mode or anything, which will give the same symptom, but the drain pump would be energized if it had water in it, trying to drain that out, or just being in that cancel drain mode for an extended period of time. So nothing's happening. We'll go ahead and check our voltage, see if we got proper voltage going to the appliance. That would be our next step. So first we'll just take our simple electrical tester stick here. This is our washer cord. And you can see actually on the hot side we have power, neutral side we do not, which is good, but it does not mean we do have proper voltage. It just means we have some sort of voltage. So we still want to verify that we have the proper voltage. So we're going to go ahead and unplug it. And then another tool that you can use too is one of these outlet testers. This again will not tell you proper voltage, but it'll tell you if your outlet is hooked up properly and grounded properly. And according to these two lights, everything's proper on this one. So now, to make sure we got the proper voltage, we're going to use our volt ohm meter. We'll set that to voltage, AC voltage. So right here, between your hot and neutral, you should have 120 volts approximately. And we do. Alright, and then from your hot to your ground, and your hot is your small terminal or outlet hole here. So from your hot to your ground, you should also get 120. And we're getting about 100 volts, 99.6 there. So it's a little lower, but and then from our neutral, which is the longer of the two, to your ground, you should get nothing, 0 volts. And you can see we're getting about 15 volts there. That should be 0. So 100 on the other side on the hot to ground, and then 15 from the neutral to ground. So they're kind of split between the two. So that is an issue, but not necessarily something that would cause the washer not to power on. But that should definitely be corrected to get a proper ground there. All right, so now we'll go ahead. Unit's already unplugged. We'll get into the control panel here where the control board is at, and we'll make sure we have proper power going to the control board. Putty knife, 2 clips. This is going to be the same routine for all of this style washer, or all of these Whirlpool Maid VMW washers. This one does not have any screws to remove in the back, but there are ones that will have a couple 1/4-inch screws to remove. So now that we got those tabs depressed and the control panel popped up, just lift it off and up. And now you can see the control board here. I'm going to go ahead now and plug the unit back in. And then on these control boards, they actually have a LED indicator light that comes on. It's supposed to be on whenever you have power to the control board. So we're not getting a light, so that would mean either we don't have power going to it or faulty control board. So now, with it plugged in, we'll check our main power cord here that comes right into the control board. We should have 120 volts going to it. You can see there we do have our 125, about 123 going to it. So bad control board then at that point, got 120 to it, nothing's happening, and we don't have the LED on. So we're gonna go ahead and replace your control board. All right, first thing we'll do is unplug it again, and then we're just gonna pull the control knob off. Pull straight off. All right, so we just gotta remove all of our wires and our pressure tube here. Start releasing all of our connections. grab a pair of needle nose for this guy here. And we got this one over here too. We're just going to lift that. Oh, there's actually 2 1/4-inch screws there. I'm just going to lift this up and out. We'll take our new control board and get it installed here. Got this tab here. It's just going to go in the slot of the control panel. Here and here. Put our screws back in. Just plug everything back in. Just want to make sure that that connection's good and tight. Alright, flip it back up into place now. You're going to be lining up this this side and this side of your back panel here to the inside of the control panel. Like that. And then we're getting the back tabs of the control panel down into the cabinet here. And then we push down and snap it back in place. And put our control knob back on. Alright, plug it back in. So anytime you plug these back in, there is a delay, about 5-10 second delay before you can press anything. If we were to try to press something there before those 2 clicks you could hear out of the control board, nothing would have happened. So you do have to give it a second. You'll hear those 2 clicks anytime power is restored. Alright, so now what we can do is anytime you put a new control board in, you want to recalibrate it. We can also get into diagnostics and run a test cycle too. This being the new control board, there's not going to be any error codes, but you could check for error codes as well there. So let's see if we'll go into diagnostic, and the way to do that is with nothing on, everything off. You go pick your control knob wherever it's at, left, right, 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 left, right, and all your green lights start flashing this to let you know you're in diagnostic mode there. And then you go 1 click to the right or clockwise. This would be your error code mode with just the done light on. You would press start and then you could cycle through your error codes. 2 clicks would be spin light, which that's going to be your automatic test cycle. And then if we get over here to the rinse, this will be your calibration. So we're going to run calibration first. And it's going to take a couple minutes. It's just going to step through running the motor, different functions, water valves and things here. Alright, so I just ran through the calibration mode, shut back off. So we want to run the automatic test cycle here now, and to do that we have to enter back into diagnostic mode. Left, right, 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 left, right. Green lights are on again. Test mode then is going to be 2 clicks clockwise. You get your spin light that's on. Press start. Now it's going to run through a quick automatic test mode. It's going to fill with all the valves, and then it's going to agitate, drain, and do a slow speed spin. You can press start to advance through the steps here. So that was all the water valves. Wash light will come on for agitation. There's agitation. Drain pump. And now it'll go in the spin. There'll be pauses before the agitation and the spin. Alright, it's going to be done spinning. The lights are going to cycle through a little bit, and then you'll end up with just the done light here that's on. And you can open the lid and close it then to get that to turn off. And that'll end the test cycle. And then we'll just throw it on any cycle here. Hit start, came on, which is what it was doing. So this is going to take care of the repair.
Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.